What's up everyone and welcome to the club. In today's video, we're creating a sketch illustration of an Arctic wolf. Welcome back everyone and thanks for joining me today. For this lesson we'll need our sketch pad and a pencil. I'm going to start off with this 0.7mm mechanical pencil with a 2B graphite stick, but you're welcome to use whatever you'd like. I'm going to start today's drawing by adding a couple guidelines in the center of a page to help with the balance and symmetry. So let's start along the center, start from the very top. Just going to lightly work our way down towards the bottom using these short lines. Let's move back to the center and draw another line going across from left to right. Now I'm going to use this horizontal line to locate the eyes. So from the center point, let's move all the way over towards the left to right about here. Let's just sketch out a small circle right in the center. Let's line this up all the way over on the right side and do the same thing. Going all the way around. Now in the center of each eye, draw a smaller circle for the pupils. Just going to lightly shade in the center. Now from the top of the eye, it's going to curve the eyelid, going out and then down towards that horizontal line on both sides. Let's go back up to the top. We're just going to angle the eye coming down and then in with a short line. Now from the bottom of the eye, let's move down and draw a straight line going across the top of the muzzle. Just lining up with the bottom edge of the eyes. And then from the center of the pupil, draw a straight line coming down on the left and right side. Almost like creating the top half of a square. And we'll close off the bottom with a curve, coming down and then back up, almost like a half circle. Let's go back up to the top corners. We're going to curve this in between the eye and that center line, and go up. Now all the way down towards the bottom in the center, let's sketch out a circle for the nose. From the center of the nose, draw a short line coming down. Now I'm going to separate the mouth with a straight angle line, coming down and out towards the left and right side. Let's curl the mouth going up on the side of the muzzle. Let's go back and just redefine the chin, coming down and up along the middle. Now from here, it's going to add some shape to the head. Let's start from the left side of the muzzle. It's going to curve the fur, going up and then out towards the side on the left and right. Now from here, we're going to go straight up towards that center line. Let's connect the ends with a curve, going up towards the top of the head and then back down. Now leave a gap in the center, go to the left side. Let's draw in the ears. We're going to draw a straight angled line going up and out on the left and right side. It's going to round out the ear, come down and then in towards the side of the head. Let's go back up to the top, add another curve, going up and then down. Now we're going to go back down underneath the head. Let's curve this down and then in toward the center. Step down, curve this out and then down toward the bottom. Now with a rough sketch in place, I'm going to go back and erase some of these guidelines. Now once we clean up our drawing, you can get a better look at our proportions. I'm going to go back and just add some more detail across the eyes. So let's work our way around. Coming down and just pulling that in across the top of the eyelid. Just going to add a point from the bottom of the eye, coming straight in and then bending that down. Let's darken up that inside point going around the iris. Just going to bend this up and then out toward the side of the eye. And again, just darkening up the outside. Let's enhance that fold across the inside and also in the center, just lightly sketching a line coming down the middle. Now from the outside, I'm just going to curve this up and then in across the top of the eyelids. And then from the outside, coming down and in. Now I can tell that the nose is a little bit too low, so I'm just going to raise this up a little bit higher. So right about here, draw a straight line going across, round out the nose on either side, go a little bit bigger, and then we'll go back and just erase that nose underneath and also the mouth and chin. Now I'm going to go back and just repeat those steps, coming down the center, split the mouth out towards the side, and go up towards the corners of the mouth. We'll add in the chin. Just flare out the side and then bend that in. Now I'm going to add two ovals on the side of the nose for the nostrils. And we'll come back and just refine the shape later. Now let's go to the bottom of the chin. I'm just going to enhance the fur, going up and then out on the side. Add some points coming up and in. Just work our way along the side of the head. Just going to pull this up towards the corner of the eye. Just going to sweep the fur along the side of the head, coming in. Go up at an angle across the base of the ears. Just add some rough fur across the top. Now I'm going to go back and just add a little bit more shape to the ears. Add a fold in the center. And we'll soften up the fur across the top of the head. Go back and clean up our drawing one more time before I add some more detail and shading. I'm going to switch to a thicker pencil. This is my 0.9 millimeter. I'm going to add some contrast and some more details. So I'm going to start with the eyes again, going across the top. I'm just going to add a little bit of fur texture, going out towards the side. Work our way around the iris, and add that dark trim going around the side. I'm just going to go underneath the eye with that thick trim. Just darken up the top of the iris and then fade that down. Now along the inside of the brow, it's going to enhance the fur, just curl those up and then in. I'm just going to blur out the edge of the pupils. Again, just darken up the top of the iris and then fading that down. And from the eyes, we're just going to work our way around. Just adding some more fur. And with the nose, we're going to darken up the bottom and then fade that up towards a highlight. Now from the side of the muzzle, we're just going to pull the fur going out. So against the edge, just want to add a little bit of shadow. I want to separate the fur along the side with the muzzle. And we just want to layer that fur across the side of the head. So just pulling this up and in, going a little bit darker along the outside, just fading that fur coming in. Let's add another layer, going out on the side of the temples, and then in towards the base of the ears. I'm going to continue to add some fur across the base of the ears. We'll soften up the edge of the ears, go all the way around. Now inside the ears, we're going to darken up the center and just brush that fur going up and out. I'm just going to do one final cleanup before we add in our shading. I'm going to switch to the side edge of my 2mm pencil and add some shadows. So I'm going to start with the eyes. Now the eyes want to curl around, so the light's going to hit the top with the shadows across the bottom. So we're just going to soften up those shadows. Go across the top of the eye. Also across the bottom, across that fold. And just soften up that texture. Now I'm going to place a darker shadow across the bottom of the head. So the head's going to cast a shadow across the neck. And we just want to fade that down. I'm going to place these shadows underneath each layer. Now we can go back and just enhance that texture with our finer pencil, starting again back at the brow, and just brushing the fur out with the curvature of the head in each shape. Now as you get closer to the end, it's going to add a little bit more texture to the fur, and always be sure to sign my artwork, and that's pretty much it. There's a sketch illustration of an Arctic wolf. I hope you enjoyed today's lesson. If you do, please be sure to subscribe to this channel for more videos each week where I'll show you how to draw different characters just like this. I want to thank you for joining me today, and I'll see you again soon.